Thank you for your interest in participating in our research to better understand household food waste behavior. I'm Brenna Ellison, and I will be talking about how to use a food scale for this research study. In this study, you will be reporting the weight of the food and beverages you are discarding. Therefore, it is important to understand how to use a food scale. There are specific guidelines in our instruction document if you want to follow along as we provide a demonstration. First, let's review the features of the scale. This button will turn your scale on or off. It also has Z/T, which stands for zero or tare. This is the button you'll push to make sure your scale is at 0 before you weigh anything. This is the button that tells you the unit of measurement. For this research, we'll want you to measure everything in grams, but if you hit the button by accident, you might see something else, and so you just want to push the button until you get back to G in the top corner. You will be weighing all your food and beverage waste in grams. For some foods, you can place them directly on the scale. For other foods, you can use a container to put the food into. When you do this, put the container on the scale and use the tare button to zero the scale. By doing this, the weight of the container is automatically accounted for and the scale will only provide the weight of the food. Let's weigh a couple of foods. First, I have some corn tortillas that were drying out in my kitchen. These I can put directly on the scale, and they weigh 44 grams. Next, I have a banana peel. Now for this one, I'm going to put a paper towel on my scale first so I don't get it dirty. I'm going to make sure that the scale is on 0, so I'm going to push the tare button, and then I'm going to place my banana peel on the scale. This weighs 75 grams. Next, I have some whipping cream left over, so I'm going to pour it in this clear container. I'm going to again zero my scale to make sure that I only get the weight of the whipping cream. I'll pour it in the scale. And the weight is 71 grams. Two important things to remember when weighing your food waste are, first, make sure the units of measure are grams. And second, when using the container, place the empty container on the scale first, tare the scale to 0, and then add the food or beverage into the container to get the weight. While we would like you to weigh everything on the scale, we know that it may not always be practical. Let's take a moment and look at a few examples. First, if you have an unopened packaged food, you can get the net weight in grams from the package and report that instead of weighing the food on the scale. Second, for packaged food that is opened, ideally, please remove the food from the package and weigh it. However, we understand that for some foods, especially condiments, it is difficult to get all the food out of the package. Therefore, in that case, you can estimate the weight of the food waste by using the net weight in grams on the package and adjusting for how much is left. Like this example for mustard. There are 340 grams in a full bottle. There's only half a bottle left that I am discarding, so I would record half of 340 grams, which is 170 grams. Another situation you may encounter is that a packaged food may not have a weight on the label. Again, ideally, remove the food from the package and weigh the amount wasted. But like the mustard, if it is difficult to remove, indicate the amount that is in a full container and the alternate unit of measure. For example, with this tartar sauce, you could indicate 12 fluid ounces or 350 milliliters if you were tossing the full bottle. Or if, for example, it is 3/4 of a bottle you are discarding, you would record 9 fluid ounces or 266 milliliters. Before you get started on recording any food waste, we suggest you review the entire instruction document and especially the frequently asked questions for some unique circumstances you may run into. Again, we want to thank you for your participation. Hopefully, this exercise will help you learn more about how your household manages food, plus you will be helping us better understand how we can help other households reduce food waste. If you have any questions and you can't find the answer on the instruction document, please feel free to contact us at the email address on your screen.